on the three categories of the devil's attacks. There are only three. First, he tries to kill you. When he can't kill you, he brings temptation. When he can't tempt you anymore, all he has are accusations. Watch, I'm going to prove this to you. Look in the book of Exodus. Remember when the spirit of the Antichrist was moving within Pharaoh? He knew something was happening, so he sent to kill all the men children. Right? When you look in the book of Matthew, the spirit of the Antichrist was moving within Herod, and he sent to kill all the children in the coasts of Bethlehem, 2 years younger. Right? So when the spirit of the Antichrist is moving, he will do what's called a mass population control or destruction, to just kill. And if the Christians don't do anything, he will do it until he can do it. And look, Roe versus Wade, 60 million children from abortions, mass murdered, destroyed, killed, assassinated within the womb, and the Christians don't do nothing. In fact, when it comes time to vote, people who call themselves Christians will vote for a political party that supports this. Not going to get into that. So after killing comes temptation. Remember what he did with Jesus? He couldn't kill him, so he tempts him. Look, if you're God, make these stones bread. If you're God, jump off. The angels will give charge over you. I will give you all the kingdoms in their glory. Just bow down and worship me. And Jesus said, get thee hence. So the devil tries to tempt you after he can't kill you, and he tempts you with the world. So you might be good in one thing. You might not be having sex, but you might be playing video games until the rooster comes crowing. Or you might be binge watching Netflix every day, weeks, being on social media. You might be stuck in one thing. And look, am I saying these things are sins? No, I'm just saying the more you let these strongholds, these chains shackle you to the world, the less time you are spending in reading the Word and getting to know the Father and in discovering your purpose and who you are. Look, after temptation comes accusations. Watch. When he couldn't tempt Jesus anymore, what did he say? This guy thinks he's the Son of God. He thinks he's the Son of God. Blasphemy, blasphemy, kill him, stone him. Everywhere where Jesus went, they're accusing him. They're accusing him. And look, I am telling you this because it's true, right? If you're in high school and you're not having sex, what? People are going to be making fun of you. Look, this guy's gay, or this guy's this. When you're a woman and you're not showing off your body, you're not doing all this stuff, what? You think you're better than me now because you're a Christian? I'm just telling you, when temptation fails, when the devil can't tempt you anymore, you will be doing good and he'll still accuse you. That's why you shouldn't accuse anybody, because when you start to accuse men of God or people, you start to do the devil's work. You start to do the devil's bidding, because he is the accuser in the Bible. And look, I am just telling you these things, and I know I'm out of time, but I just pray that you perhaps have learned something, your eyes have been opened, and if you feel like you learned something, please leave this video a like and leave a comment saying amen, that you have learned something in recognition. And if you feel like there is a brother or sister out there that needs to hear this message, be sure to share it with them, alright? I am not out of revelational news, never, I am not, but I am out of time, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Let the Lord bless each and every single one of you. Amen.